Okay, hello everybody. How are you? Well, this is our final lesson, the last lesson of the last week. Evet, son dersimiz arkadaşlar. 7 haftayı bitiriyoruz. Bugün 7. haftanın, yani okul haftası olarak bakarsanız 14. haftanın son dersi. Konularımı tamamlayacağım, bitireceğim ve ondan sonra artık finalimiz olacak. Finalde arkadaşlar bu videolarda anlatılan konulardan soru soracağım ben size. 100 puanlık yazılı sınav olacak. Şimdi öyle olması gerektiği için açıkçası bu şekilde veriyorum. Bunların sebeplerini falan daha sonra konuşuruz ama hani mümkün olduğu kadar size hani kolaylık olması açısından bir de hani teknolojiye ulaşamayanlar, rahat teknolojiyle çok rahat buluşamayanlar ya da o teknolojiyi iletemeyenler olabiliyor çünkü. Bu sebeple mümkün olduğu kadar rahat teslim edilebilecek ödevler vermemiz gerekmekte. Bu sebeple yazılı oluyor arkadaşlar. Daha önceki sunumlarımız vesaire ne oldu derseniz size faydası oldu diyorum. Hani siz kendinize için çalışmış oldunuz. En azından hani speaking'inizde kendinizi geliştirdiniz. Bu dönemlik böyle. Yapacak bir şey yok. Evet. Şimdi devam edelim ve dersimizi bitirelim. Tabii yani sınavımızı benim bu anlattıklarımdan vereceğim ama bunun dışında hani bunun ne olacağını tabii ki söylemeyeceğim şimdi. 14'ünde zaten yayınlanacak arkadaşlar. Döküm neden yok derseniz hani yazılı olarak, çünkü dinleyerek anlamanızı istiyorum da o yüzden yok arkadaşlar. Yani evet, bu şekilde. Pekala, başlayalım. Where was I? Well, I was talking about the best beaches in Turkey. I have one last beach to tell you, and that is Konyaaltı Beach in Antalya, okay? Well, one of the two best stretches of sand in Antalya, Konyaaltı Beach, is situated to the west side of the ancient port city and stretches on for 7 kilometers. Known for its entertainment and nightlife, this slice of resort-quality beach comes complete with a tree-lined beach park populated by Turkish pine and hibiscus, plus a water park, nightclubs, bars, restaurants, and all of that overlooked by the magnificent Bey Dağları mountains. Well, when I was young, I was living in Antalya in high school, and none of those things were there, just the beach itself. And now it has completely changed. Well, and because of its position as one of the most popular beaches in the city of Antalya, there are lifeguards stationed at the beach, plus there are changing rooms, toilets, and showers available free of charge to all visitors, and making it an easy place to visit with a family. Well, and that's it for the beaches, okay? The beach subject is finished. And now I would like to talk a little bit about the culinary culture of Turkey. Well, okay, culinary means mutfak, biliyorsunuz, mutfakla ilgili. Yani bir ülkenin mutfağıyla alakalı, bir yerin mutfağıyla alakalı anlamına geliyor. Okay, let's talk about it. Well, the nutritional habits are shaped according to the prevalent cultural, geographical, ecological, and economic characteristics and features, and the historical process. Well, when one talks about the Turkish cuisine, the term should be understood as the totality of foods and beverages which provide nutrition to the people living in Turkey, the ways of preparing and preserving them, techniques, equipment, and utensils required for this, eating manners, and all the practices and beliefs which are developed around this cuisine. Okay, the richness of variety Turkish cuisine possesses is due to several factors. In summary, the variety of products offered by the lands of Asia and Anatolia, interaction with numerous different cultures over a long historical process, the new tastes developed in the palace kitchens of the Selçuk and Ottoman empires have all played a part in shaping the new character of our culinary culture. Okay, Turkish cuisine which in general consists of sauce dishes prepared with cereals, various vegetables, and some meat, soups, cold dishes cooked with olive oil, spices, pastry dishes, and dishes made from wild vegetation, has also produced a series of healthy foods such as pekmez, yogurt, bulgur, etc. The eating habits, which reflect the tastes changing from one location to the next, gains a new meaning and near sacredness on special occasions, celebrations, and ceremonies. Well, Turkish cuisine, while rich in variety and taste bud friendly, also contains examples which could provide a source for healthy and balanced diets and vegetarian cuisines. Well, materials for cooking. In former times, wood-burning stoves, tandır, and kuzine were used, and the food was cooked in frying pans and pots made of iron or bronze. Today, however, these have been replaced by the fireplaces we use today. The tandır is like an earthenware well, topraktan bir kuyu gibi bir şey yani. Earthenware topraktan yapılan demek biliyorsunuz. Well, the kuyu. Well, wood is burnt inside it, and when the smoke dies down, the meat or the food inside the earthenware pan is suspended inside the well. Bread can also be cooked in tandır by putting dough in the pans. In another type of tandır, one side is closed while the other three are left open, and there is a lid on the open side. This type is generally used in cooking bread and pastry. The kuzine is a simple kind of stove using wood fire. The smoke from the wood or coal is transferred to the chimney with the help of a pipe. Well, it's a closed system which can also be used in heating. Thus, it's more energy efficient than open stoves and tandır. And there are also pans, pots, and baking tins. And the güveç. Güveç is an earthenware. Nowadays, rust-proof steel and enameled pans are preferred. In recent years, there has been an increase in the use of Teflon-coated pans. The saç is a white, shallow instrument made of iron. It's generally used on open stoves to cook bread. It's also used to cook thin pastry, bread with meat, and savory pastry. After cleaning the surface, it may also be used in cooking saç kebab. Well, serving implements, glass, porcelain, and rust-proof steel implements take the place of plates and pans made of tin-coated copper. Evet, yani bakırın yerini aldı artık diğer şimdi kullandığımız nesneler. Since food tends to have a high liquid content, yemeklerimiz sulu içeriği olduğu için, the spoon is the preferred item of cutlery for eating. Forks and knives have all made an appearance in all houses also, and in rural areas, people still eat out of the same pan. The serving plates are generally placed on a large tray made of copper called sini. A spoon and, if necessary, a fork and knife are placed in front of each person. Everyone eats from the same serving plate with his own spoon. Soup, meat, vegetable, rice, pastry, and dessert are served in order. The sini is placed on a base 30 to 40 centimeter high, and everyone washes his hands before and after the meal. In cities, food is served separately in the modern way. Well, until the late Ottoman times, there were generally 2 meals in the day, one in the late morning and dinner. Well, today the main meals are breakfast, lunch, and dinner, 3 meals, and another meal is sometimes eaten in the late afternoon, especially on neighborhood visits, and there is sometimes one before sleep called yatsılık. Well, the main items eaten at breakfast are generally cheese, olives, bread, eggs, and jam. At breakfast, where the main beverage is tea, different types of cheese, sausage, tomato, cucumber, pepper, and other regional foods may be eaten. The tradition of eating soup, honey, molasses, pekmez demek arkadaşlar, and clotted cream, yani kaymak, still continues. Lunch consists of stews, soup, salads, etc. Desserts, meat, and food, which take a long time to prepare, are not eaten all the time. At dinner, a menu consists of soup, a main course, salad, and dessert is eaten. Since dinner is the only meal at which all family members can sit around the table together, it is the richest and most carefully prepared meal of the day. And in the last meal of the day, called yatsılık, as I mentioned before, appetizers, fruits, and nuts are eaten. Although it has largely been replaced by the tea, the drinking of boza, a beverage made of slightly fermented millet, means darı, and eating of dried fruit pulps still continue in some regions. Yes, and this is the culinary culture of our country. And my final subject is natural spas in Turkey. Yes, this is the final subject. And then we are all finished, okay? Well, Turkey might be known for its amazing beaches, historical places, and grand culinary culture. Yes, we have talked about all these things until now. But it's also blessed with more than 1,000 thermal springs. Yes. These mineral-rich springs have also healing properties, which is the reason why they attract many tourists throughout the year. Well, the first one is in Pamukkale. With its mineral-rich hot springs, the ancient Greco-Roman city with its natural phenomenal calcium cliffs, Pamukkale is a natural site located in Denizli, Turkey. Pamukkale literally means cotton castle in Turkish, which suits perfectly its amazing calcium-rich springs that shaped its snow-white limestones over the centuries. This foamy, natural wonder has otherworldly terraces and travertines formed by hot springs and streams. These hot springs are said to have healing properties due to their carbonate minerals. Because of its creative powers, this thermal bath has been an attractive hospital for centuries. If you have any skin problems, wounds, or just want to nurture your skin, this is one of the best places to go. With a temperature of 35 degrees Celsius, the mud at the bottom of every pool was assumed to be holy during the ancient Roman era. It also helps many patients who suffer from bone and muscle diseases, neurological diseases, urinary diseases, dermatological, respiratory diseases, and more. If you also want to avoid wrinkles, cellulite, or if you suffer from acne, you are more than welcome in Pamukkale as well. This healing site has 17 pools which contain calcium, magnesium, sodium bicarbonate, and fluoride. It's also said that it's drinkable, but I wouldn't force it since these pools are visited by 1,500 people per day. It's antiseptic, and even if you don't have any medical conditions, you can simply enjoy this water. Well, another site is Afyon. Turkey is blessed with healing thermal waters, and therefore Afyon, due to its thermal and creative waters, is one of the most visited places for years. Just 20 kilometers away from Afyon city center, you will find the Gazlıgöl thermal spring and its creative miracle waters. With its carbon dioxide, sodium bicarbonate, sodium chloride, bromide, and fluoride-rich water, this thermal spring cures rheumatism, cardiovascular problems, digestive and intestinal complaints, kidney diseases, urinary tract and metabolism disorders, and skin and orthopedic problems. Wow, evet. Afyon's mud baths are also quite famous all around the world. Tourists come all year round to find cures to rheumatism and joint diseases. This magical mud in Afyon has also a tightening effect. Regular mud therapy can help with the wrinkles and cures the skin imperfections. So, if you want to make your skin more radiant and youthful, relieve tiredness, and strengthen the immune system through sulfur pools, then you definitely have to check out the Gazlıgöl Thermal Spring. And there is Bursa. 149 kilometers away from Istanbul, Bursa is a city full of surprises. This rich history city was the first capital city of the Ottoman Empire, and it was the city where the Ottomans started a small emirate. It's not only the rich history that made the city famous, but also its silk, peach, ski resorts, chestnut, Iskender kebab, and thermal baths that make it a perfect place for a nice weekend getaway. Since Uludağ Mountain is an extinct volcano, it created the perfect environment for thermal baths with mineral-rich waters. If you are visiting Bursa, you should experience the traditional thermal Turkish bath since it's one of a kind. The mineral water boils up from below to comfort you and nurture your skin. As a tradition, you should get the best rub down means kese, to get rid of the dead skin cells, and a massage just to relax your muscles and pamper yourself. After that, you can relax on the comfy bed while wrapped around towels like a Greek god or goddess. And finally, Edremit. Edremit is one of the most beautiful districts of Balıkesir city on the Aegean side of Turkey. The history is also a great part of the city since Edremit dates back 1400 BCs. An important palace to visit is Güre Hot Springs. And these hot springs are the cure of many diseases such as arthropathy, psoriasis, thyroid, and gynecological diseases, since the water is full of minerals. There are also lots of thermal hotels that you can stay or use the hot springs of. That was also one of the beauty secrets for healthy skin, and you can go there and have a bath, for example, once a week with olive oil soaps if you live there or you live near there. And you should be careful because the water is hot. It's around 40 to 58 degrees Celsius. Well, and that's all, everybody. The lessons are finished. We have studied the famous ancient cities of Turkey, the famous palaces and castles of Turkey, the Blue Voyage tour itineraries, the best beaches, and so on, spas and culinary of Turkey, and it's finished. Okay. Well, I enjoyed it, and I hope you will enjoy these videos. As I said, your final homework will be from these videos, and I will see you hopefully in our next lessons face to face in the coming months, okay? And take good care of yourselves. Bye-bye.